Hey, what's up guys? Welcome to my YouTube channel, and today we're going to speak something Tanzanian. Why most Tanzanians can't speak English.
Please vote for me. Trust me. I will not let you down, and I'll not let down my country. I'll serve it. I thank you.
And why those who do speak like they grew up in New York or Los Angeles, they speak an American English, or they speak with an American accent.
Number 2 on training, bro. I just dropped the song and everyone love it, man. Everyone going crazy for that song. So
And maybe you might find my accent very funny. Don't worry, I'm going to explain my way throughout this video, and you're going to find the information that you never came across, especially Kenyans who always mock us because of the way that we speak English, or the way that we don't understand or we can't speak English.
So like, are you really from Tanzania, or you're from Kenya? Because you know, these weird people from Kenya, they always say that Tanzanians, they cannot speak English.
So guys, I'm going to give you the reasons that you never came across anywhere, and it's going to be fair. I'm not going to make this up. Is something that you need to understand. So don't forget to subscribe, and also don't forget to leave a comment down below. And I must warn you, in this video you might find many grammatical mistakes.
Issue grammar.
Don't hesitate to correct me on the comment section. I'm open to criticism and to correction because I'm just learning. So that's a disclaimer, guys. So let's go to the video, and please don't forget to share this video. Reason number 1 is education system. In Tanzania, when you're starting primary school from standard 1 to standard 7, or maybe in your country is grade 1 to grade 7, you are learning more than 7 subjects in Swahili, with exception to 1 subject in English, which is English subject. Students, when they go to school from age 7, they are starting to learn to read and to write in Swahili. They are being taught in Swahili. Swahili is the teaching language, so they are learning, they're introduced in the education system with only Swahili language, with the majority of the subjects in Swahili, with only 1 subject in English. Then to age 13, when they enter secondary school, now it's when they found English for the first time used as a teaching language. And sometimes you might find a teacher teaching you that English subject using Swahili. So you may be in a class and your teacher will be like, leo nakufundisha kuhusu present participle tense. So the education system, especially the teachers, do not prepare students to be competent in speaking English. Now the student is in secondary school, maybe at age 13 or 14, is when he or she finds out that she needs to learn in English. Now the teaching language changes from Swahili to English. Now from from Form 1 to Form 4 in secondary school, or maybe Form 6, you're being taught in English with exception to one subject, which is Swahili. So it's vice versa. In primary school, you are learning maybe 7 subjects with 1 subject, which is English. All the 6 subjects are Swahili-based subjects. You're being taught in Swahili. But in secondary school, you're being taught in English with exception to 1 subject, which is Kiswahili. You're being taught in Swahili, but other subjects you're being taught in English. But let me remind you that you have the teachers that passed through the same education system. They can't speak fluent English. So now they are teaching you English subjects with Swahili. So you are creating students who cannot speak good English. That's the problem. That's the beginning of the problem. Now you are at age 14 or 13, your mind is everywhere, because at that age you are not competent in learning a new language, especially to speak. I was talking to my friend in Kenya, and she told me that in Kenya they're being taught in English from standard 1 or from grade 1. So these Kenyan students have a higher chance of learning English in terms of reading, writing, and speaking, because English is the teaching subject. In many other African countries, they have their national languages, but when it comes to education, they've been taught in English. That's the advantage. That's why they can speak their national languages, but also they know how to speak fluent English. Reason number 2, stigma and shyness. Because majority of Tanzanians can speak English, now if you try to speak English or you want to learn how to speak English, that means you will want to have to practice how to speak. That means you will need to speak publicly or to find someone to speak to. That's a problem because majority can't speak English. Now you are showing people that you want to speak in English, or maybe you speak English with your friend in public. Now they're going to say that, why do you speak English and you know Swahili? So it will seem that you are bragging or you want to show off that you can speak good English. So that stigma made people fear to speak English on public because you don't have many people you can speak English to, unlike other nations, maybe like Kenya or South Africa or anywhere where they have their national languages, but also they speak English. You can find many people speaking English. They just choose or they just switch whatever they want to. But in Tanzania, you cannot just speak English on public because people will be like, oh, unajifanya mzungu, you're pretending to be a white man. Or you are bragging to tell us that you went to a good school or to the English medium school. So most of the people find themselves shy or holding back to practice speaking English on public because they fear to be stigmatized by their fellow who can't speak English. So this makes Tanzanians fear to speak English on public and also hold back, lack that experience to learn how to speak fluent English. As a result, many people can't speak English. They understand, they can listen to you, they can know what you're saying, they can read, they can write, but to speak, that's where you draw a line.
Hi.
Okay.
I want to tell you why most Tanzanians speak American or British accent.
So I was worried, you understand? So, but when I came to Dar es Salaam, then I was like, yo, this is freedom, so let me go ahead.
As I told you that education system in Tanzania don't give you that luxury of speaking good English. But most Tanzanians desire to learn how to speak English, so they turn to movies and music and TV shows.
I went to regular government schools, so it wasn't easy for me to learn English. I've learned English from music, movies, you know, especially music.
And here in Tanzania, the most influential TV shows, movies are from Hollywood. So now you are learning English using Hollywood movies or TV shows or music from or celebrities from America, because they are so influential in the world and here in Tanzania. Now you are learning English, listening to them, how they speak. You imitate them. And that's why most Tanzanians speak American English. You know what I'm saying? So y'all need to understand that, and you need to believe that. You know what I'm saying? So that's a problem, because when you're learning English, you're learning through these movies and TV shows. You imitate how they speak, and you put a swag like the way they do, and that it becomes the way you speak English. Every now and then you want to speak English, automatically an American accent comes out, and to people who don't know, they will think that you pretend to speak that way, but it's just the way you learned English. It's just the way you are affected by the source of your learning that English. So if you find any Tanzanian speak an American accent, you need to ask him or her, where did you learn that English? And you not be surprised that he or she will tell you that I learned from movies, or I learned from music video or TV shows. Even myself, I learn from movies and TV shows. I try as much as possible to have that African accent, because I want to be African. I want people to know me as an African. I don't want to pretend to be an American, because I'm not. And reason number two is there is no strong tribal tongues in Tanzania. We have more than 140 tribes here in Tanzania. It's very rare to find a Tanzanian speaking Swahili, or to find that flavor of his tribal language in the English or in the Swahili. So most Tanzanians speak just plain Swahili. You cannot tell where this person is originated, with exception to those people who come from certain regions like Arusha or northern parts of Tanzania. You can hear the way they speak Swahili. You can tell these people came from that area, but not their tribe. So now you have people who do not have that tongue locked with their tribal languages. So when they learn English, you cannot find that test or you cannot find that accent that is affected with their tribal languages. Unlike to other countries like Kenya or Nigeria, you can find that you can tell that if this person speaks English, you can tell that this is Yoruba or this is Igbo based on the strength of their tribal accent. In Tanzania, it's very different because we have many tribes, and most people don't embrace to speak their tribal languages, and most people don't even know how to speak their tribal language because they grew up in towns, and you don't find most people to speak their tribal languages on public. Yes, there is a few percent who do that, and especially youth who grew up nowadays, they don't even know how to speak their tribal languages, so they speak plain English with no accent. So when they learn English, they adapt another accent, which can be American or British accent or whatever accent they prefer to use. So I hope I answered every question, and please, if you found any grammatical mistake or any mistake in my English, please don't forget to correct me on the comment section. And I want to welcome you guys to subscribe to this channel because I'm going to create this video more often. So don't forget to subscribe to this channel, to like this video, because it will help the algorithm to know that this video is liked or is being viewed by many people. So many people can find it just because you hit that like button. So until the next one, see you guys.